What was the biggest challenge for you during your college career? It could be
Injuries.
personal or professional.
It was injuries, hands down. I only played 1 year injury free, really.
Wow.
And that was my redshirt freshman year. And I missed I I missed the first game because of an injury. But other than that, it was all smooth sailing. My sophomore year, my redshirt sophomore year, I played with a torn labrum and a torn up ankle that I had to wear a solid ankle brace that did not allow for any lateral movement, which is extremely difficult for a defensive end trying to round a corner, you know? Junior year, I tore my ACL and meniscus 5 games into the season, which ruined my junior year. I was having a really good year then. And then my senior year, I was shooting for a medical red shirt to take the full year to, just get my strength back. Because when you tear your ACL and then meniscus and then re-tear your meniscus in rehab, that just, it elongates the healing process. So to be honest with you, once I found out that I wasn't going to get a medical red shirt, it was probably 5 games into the season of my senior year, and or 5 or 6, and I played the last 6 games 70% strength, just to get out there, dude. So if I hadn't had to deal with any injuries, because also you think about training, anytime you get a big injury, it's like you press the reset button and you got to start all over again and build back up from nothing. So, if I hadn't had to do that, I think we would have a much different conversation right now.
Well, you talked about you were in a back brace your junior year, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
I was doomed from the beginning.
What piece of item have you not had, basically?
I know, right? So in college, I had a total of 4 surgeries. I had my labrum done, I had my ankle done, I had my knee done twice, and at one point I was in a sling and I was on a scooter for my ankle.
Oh.
And we had just made a coaching staff change, and the new D coordinator came in and was like, "Geez, dude, it looked like you fell out of an airplane. What happened to you, man?" So it was rough. Can't tell you how many times I wiped out on that damn scooter.
You probably just needed an electric one, or like one that had like a cage around you so you couldn't fall off or anything.
Yeah, like a bubble boy.
Yeah.
That's what I needed.
With each injury, was there ever doubt like I should just stop playing football because I don't want to risk it or get another injury that could make me even more hurt?
Oh man. No, I never thought that way, actually, believe it or not. I never did. I was always like, okay, we'll take this lump and we'll get right back at it. That's an interesting question. I never once thought that way, actually. Because, I've seen guys get really, really bad injuries, and what I dealt with was nothing you couldn't come back from. It was just a multitude of setbacks, but never an ultimate, I guess, except for high school. But I was like, nah, fuck you. I ain't taking that.
Well, I guess you can compare it to your cousin's industry that he's in right now with the WWE, where people get injured and sometimes it's so serious that their career basically ends. So they're always worried what could happen next. But when you were going through each of those injuries, after you hit that reset button, was that all we kind of talked about earlier? Was there always that mindset that I still had something to prove, or I still wanted to get to where I wanted to be in my dream?
Yeah, the ultimate goal was the NFL. So I was just worried about, okay, get back on the field and put myself in the best opportunity, give myself the best chance to reach my goal. And dude, I had a lot stacked against me. Coming from a small school, and playing in, I think I played in a total of 24 to 28 games my whole college career and I played 5 years. I was there for 5 years, so I missed a lot of games. And, it's difficult. It's very difficult, especially coming from a small school, man. It's just, you're really fighting an uphill battle.